The stars of 19 Kids and Counting are battening down the hatches as they prepare themselves for the premiere of the explosive documentary, Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets. The new Amazon docuseries will grant unprecedented access to how the clan got their start. What first began as a wholesome family show quickly took a turn to the dark side, thanks to their multiple scandals. For years, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar made a living by airing their conservative way of life. With 19 biological children, the Duggars had built a little army of Christian kids. They weren't allowed to watch TV, and had to dress modestly at all times. The Docuseries 19 Kids and Counting first aired on the Learning Channel in 2008, and was cancelled in 2015. The eldest daughters, Jenna Duggar, Jessa Sewald, Ginger Vuolo, Joy Anna Forsyth, and Jill Duggar, were given a spin-off, Counting On. That show was axed in 2020. The documentary will show how the influence of their religion guided them to live an unconventional life. 8 Jim Bob wanted Josh to come clean in the first episode. Meet the Duggars. Viewers were introduced to close family friends of the Duggars, Jim and Bobby Holt. Jim was a former GOP state senator from Arkansas. He revealed that he first found out about the molestation allegations against Josh Duggar in 2003. At the time, Josh was dating the couple's daughter, Kaylee Holt. Jim and Bobby revealed that back then, Jim Bob and Michelle had asked them to stay silent on the matter. Jill Duggar Dillard confirmed the story. In a disturbing revelation, the couple shared that the Duggars were never going to tell the Holts. They recalled Michelle revealing, "We were gonna have Josh confess to Kaylee once they were married." The first episode showed that Bobby actually testified against Josh at his child pornography possession trial in December 2021. 7 Jill didn't agree with Megyn Kelly Chad during the second episode of Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets. Jill shared that she wasn't pleased that she and her sister Jessa were forced to go on the Fox News show. In 2015, the Duggar family sat down for an exclusive interview with the host, and Jill noted that she would have preferred to keep her thoughts private. While reflecting, Jill shared that she shouldn't have done it, but divulged that she was in a place again of like bearing the burden. Derek Dillard piped up, telling viewers his wife was sent to carry out a suicide mission. 6 Jim Bob wanted to lead the IBLP. The Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP, is a non-denominational Christian organization led by Bill Gothard. In the past, the IBLP has been described as a cult. However, in 2014, Bill decided to step down over claims that he had sexually harassed women. Bobby came back to share that Jim Bob and Michelle became the leaders' replacements. Thanks to their platform on 19 Kids and Counting, Jim Bob started to encourage people to move to Arkansas, which is completely a cult move. 5 Jim Bob wasn't a fan of fairy tales. Jim Bob and Michelle feared the outside world, and took their concerns about TV to the next level. The parents asked their children to help them gather up any books that were deemed unfit by the IBLP. However, they also held a bonfire to burn the literature. Jim Bob fully believed that most magazine inserts were pornography. Michelle chose to attack romance novels. On top of that, Jim Bob didn't appreciate how popular Disney was, claiming it didn't please the Lord. 4. Why the IBLP needed a militia. During the second episode, former members shared that Bill, the IBLP leader, had created a militia called Alert. The group was filled with young men who were trained to protect the organization at all costs. According to the ex-members, the military organization was steeped in the belief, noting they were built to guide and control. The former members shared that the IBLP oversaw everything they did, and if someone got into trouble, they were sent to the prayer room. There, the subject was locked in for days or weeks. The room was an empty hotel room with no furniture. There was only a Bible. 3. Jim Bob wanted to bribe kids during Shiny Happy People. Duggar family secrets. Jill shared that she was never compensated for her time on 19 Kids and Counting on. Jill launched a bomb as she stated, "No check, no cash, no nothing. For 7.5 years of my adult life, I was never paid." Derek even shared that at one point, Jim Bob had offered a measly sum of $10 an hour for shooting, to get the couple to come back to the show. 2. The IBLP trained children like animals. During the Prime series, participants who were once members of the IBLP claimed that the children were trained from a young age, and forced to work in labor camps, where they were often neglected. The Duggars have admitted to using the book To Train Up a Child by Michael and Debbie Pearl as a guide for discipline. Cousin Amy noted that they would often be hit, with the Duggars calling it encouragement. Amy then creepily showed how Michelle would tell her children, "You need to come into the room, and we need to give you some encouragement." She noted that the matriarch spoke in a sweet tone of voice. 1. Michelle Duggar took part in blanket training Shiny Happy People. Duggar family secrets also detailed how Michelle would blanket train her newborns. The participants shared that the unconventional technique was used on young children, and even on some of the 19 Kids and Counting newborns. A parent would place an object like a toy or treat that a child wanted just outside the blanket the baby was lying on. Whenever the small child would reach for it, they would be hit. According to Michelle and former IBLP members, the goal was to break down the child's rebellious spirit that they were born with.